YouTube. We have another PSA return. So a lot to kind of break down with this one. So as you can see, I have the stack of 10s, 9s, 8s, and then I have a random 6, of course, that we always get, something like that. Anyway, so let me break this down a little bit. So obviously a lot of 9s. So typically, I feel like, most of my recent submissions, it's kind of been, slowly, it's kind of been a graph where, the 10s, kind of de-escalate to where the stack of 9s has just gotten larger here recently. And I don't know if it's PSA, I don't know if it's, maybe I took some cards out at $15 that I probably shouldn't have in December. So, at the end of the day, there's no way to 100% know if PSA kind of has one particular grader that's kind of being harsh right now. It also could be that, I just missed some things, and that's okay. So, let's go ahead and start taking a look at this. Let's see here. So we have PSA 10 Houndoom, Zacian V, the card I grade every submission. Yep, there goes the 10s. That's all of them. Let's look at these 9s. So there were some things I was gonna break down as far as like my thoughts on this. Like, do I want to like kind of change my course of action as far as doing these bi-weekly submissions and maybe just aim for, higher value cards? I don't know. We'll see though. Let's see. So a lot of these 9s, in my opinion, like 3 submissions ago, maybe even towards the end of last year, a lot of these, particularly the English ones, would have been 10s. So I'm not completely sure, I looked at the pictures once the grades were posted, and I kind of, I had second thoughts. So I was like, maybe I did just try to slide some of these past the goalie, even though I had some last year that, could have been, potential 9s. But, what are you going to do about it? So I graded this one because the PSA 10 sold for like quite a bit here recently. Of course I didn't get the 10. But yeah, see, this is where I start thinking I was sending some stuff out that I probably shouldn't have. But it's like, I don't know. Like, I think the most common thing on some of these English ones is like the back centering is off a little bit. Like, that's, I feel like this time last year, tinfoil hat or not, like some of these would have been 10s, but that's okay. We are going to course correct a little bit, and obviously, that's a 9. This is a 9. We're going to course correct a little bit. So another kind of tinfoil hat theory I kind of have is like, you don't want, and I made this mistake in this, obviously, is like you don't want to mix the Japanese with the English cards, in my opinion, because the Japanese card is going to set the precedent or the standard for the 10. And typically there's not an English card, just due to the nature of it, that is going to compare to that Japanese 10. So, like, will I keep submitting English? Probably not anyways, just because if there is a variable that I'm able to adjust, like on my end, and to just like increase my 10 percentage, like only do Japanese, then like, okay, I'm gonna do that, you know, if it's modern. But, you know, I mean, a lot of these are 10s in my opinion, you know, whatever. That's a cool one. Yeah, sorry for rambling, but this is my modern submission that kind of getting smoked on with all these friggin' 9s. So, I don't know. I'm kind of done with English for the foreseeable future. You know, not that these were the greatest cards to send anyways, but they were meant, and they were, like, I'm not going to send things, well, I take that back. Of course I do, all the time. Send things that aren't going to get 10s, but most of these, I was fairly confident that they would get 10s. I don't want 9s of these cards in particular. Done with the 9 stack, okay, sorry. Mega Charizard EX. I cracked this out of a GMA 9. And it graded a PSA 8. I think I'm still going to win out on that. Not by much. But, yeah. That's a cool one. And then I picked out the... Okay, so I have about 30 of these. I picked out the very best one. That, in my opinion. And it got an 8. But, yeah, that's, I guess that shows how hard these are. And then this was like a shot in the dark because I saw a 10 sell for like, I think it was like 300 and something a few months ago. And I was like, there's no cost to me except for the grading fee. No obvious, like, little nick maybe, but not a whole lot of obvious whitening. Maybe I could slide it past the goalie, you know what I mean? But I got 6. There's a dent somewhere. Whatever. Alright. Time to do some eBay listings. Have a good one.